There's a moment just before everything begins where your body already knows what is coming. Before a single word is spoken, before a single touch lands, your nervous system reads the room. It reads the energy, it reads the intention, and it begins preparing, quietly, rapidly, without your permission. Your pupils dilate slightly. Your heart rate begins climbing. Blood begins redirecting away from your digestive system toward your muscles, your skin, your most sensitive areas. Your brain releases the first wave of dopamine, not the full flood, just the anticipation, the preview. Scientists call this the appetitive phase, your body building towards something it was biologically designed for. Your skin becomes more sensitive, every nerve ending moving closer to the surface. Your breathing changes, slower, deeper, more deliberate, and then the first touch, and everything your body was quietly preparing for ignites simultaneously. Your nervous system sends a signal so fast it travels at 120 meters per second from the point of contact straight to your brain. In that single moment, your brain lights up like a city that just got its power back. Now noradrenaline floods your bloodstream. Your heart rate climbs higher. Your blood pressure rises. Your muscles tense. And your brain does something extraordinary. The prefrontal cortex, the rational, logical, judging part of your mind, begins stepping back. Inhibition reduces. Self-consciousness dissolves. The internal critic that narrates your day goes almost completely silent. You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about anything outside this moment, because your brain physically cannot. It is entirely consumed by the present. This is one of the only experiences in human life where the mind becomes completely still without meditation, without substances, without years of practice. Your body forces presence upon you whether you are ready for it or not. Meanwhile, oxytocin begins releasing quietly in the background, threading invisible connections between you and this person that your rational mind has no vote on. As the experience intensifies, your body reaches what scientists call the plateau phase. Every system is now operating at peak demand. Your heart is beating at between 150 and 180 beats per minute, the same rate as moderate to intense exercise. Your body is working as hard as it does during a run, but you feel none of the effort because dopamine and noradrenaline are masking everything. Your skin is flushed. Blood vessels near the surface have dilated, creating the visible warmth and redness that spreads across the chest, the neck, the face. Endorphins, your body's natural painkillers, are now circulating through your entire nervous system. Your pain threshold is measurably higher in this moment than at almost any other point in your day. And then the moment of peak, orgasm. In the seconds before your brain enters a state that researchers have compared to an absent seizure. A temporary suspension of normal neural activity. The French call it la petite mort, the little death, because for a brief moment, the conscious self disappears completely. At the moment of orgasm, your brain releases the largest single surge of dopamine it is capable of producing. Larger than any drug, larger than any food, larger than almost any other experience the human body can generate. Every reward circuit fires simultaneously. Your entire nervous system pulses with a wave of sensation that moves from the center of your body outward to the tips of every extremity. And then it ends. The moment is over. Your brain does not slow down. It shifts. Oxytocin releases in its highest concentration. It does not ask whether this person is right for you. It does not check your relationship status. It simply bonds you. Automatically. Chemically, permanently. Every time oxytocin releases during physical intimacy, a neural pathway between you and that person strengthens. Not weakens with time, strengthens. And the more times it happens, the more established that pathway becomes. Prolactin enters the bloodstream immediately after orgasm, creating the deep, heavy drowsiness that follows. In men, prolactin releases in significantly higher concentrations. Combined with a rapid drop in cortisol and body temperature, every physiological system in the male body is pushed aggressively towards sleep. In women, estrogen partially counteracts prolactin. The emotional processing circuits remain active. Oxytocin stays elevated longer. Two people, same experience, completely opposite biological afterstates, and neither of them chose it. For some people, what follows is not peace. It is an unexpected wave of sadness, anxiety, emptiness, unexplained tears, a sudden and disorienting loneliness, even when lying next to someone warm and present. This is not weakness. This is not a sign that something went wrong. This is not a reflection of how you feel about the other person. It is called postcoital dysphoria, and it affects up to 46% of women and 41% of men at some point in their lives. It is a neurochemical event. The dopamine that built so dramatically now withdrawing just as fast. The nervous system recalibrating from a peak state back to baseline. The body coming down from the highest natural high is capable of producing. And for your body, the aftermath continues for up to 48 hours. Hormones recalibrate. Immune activity shifts. Your nervous system remains more open and more sensitive than at almost any other time. What happens to you in those 48 hours matters. How safe you feel, how seen you feel, whether you are held or dismissed. Your nervous system in that window is recording everything, filing it, storing it alongside the memory of that person in ways that will shape how your body responds to them for a very long time. Because sex is not a moment. It is a biological event with a beginning, a middle, and an aftermath that your body takes completely seriously even when your mind tries not to. And the bond it creates, the pathways it builds, the chemistry it releases were never designed to be casual. Your body always knew that, even when you told yourself otherwise. Follow this channel, because next episode, we're going somewhere that every single person watching this has experienced. What happens to your body when you fall pregnant? The zinc spark, the flash of light at fertilization, and the science that will leave you completely speechless.